Good morning. It's 7:30 and I'm leaving camp, so I'm gonna call it a win. Yeah. I set my alarm to be up by 6. I snoozed a couple times, so not too shabby. And yeah, of course, first thing I have to do in the morning is go up. So I'm gonna go be out of breath in just like 2 seconds. So she is the quite overcast right now. I don't think it's gonna rain. I think at most it's had like 30% chance, but you never know. I mean, I appreciate it because there's no sun out, but I'm also a little nervous because I don't want to get rained on. But hopefully once I get to Woody Gap, if it decides to rain, that's when it decides to rain, because then I can have like coverage and shelter. And I know I like hardly ever look at the camera while I'm walking, but that's because I'm watching where I step so I don't fall and twist an ankle or do something stupid. All because I'm making a video. And yeah. Still don't know what the plan is for tonight. There's multiple options. There's A, B, C. I think that's all I got. She's so green. Y'all want to see my favorite feature about the straw when I'm walking? Ain't gotta do nothing. Just, once again, hikers are the laziest people you'll ever meet. Right after I sat down for the view, it started to rain. So I guess I will not be having lunch up here. And we're just gonna hike down and have lunch at Woody Gap. And where it's covered and I can be sheltered. Okay, bye. I just passed a group and they just, under their breath as I passed them, was like, she looks like she's hiking from Maine. No, I've gone to Maine, but I am not on my end of a 2,200 mile through hike right now. But I did meet someone the other day. He is gonna go to Harper's Ferry. So that's cool. He's not gonna yo-yo. I mean, oh my gosh, I don't know anything right now. He's not gonna flip-flop just because he can't take that much time off of work. But he said he's gonna do the second half next year. So I thought that was pretty nifty. And it's raining again, so I gotta put my foot away. Headed back out. I was down at Woody and it rained more. I put on an extra layer because it's freaking cold. And of course, naturally, as I decide to put on my backpack and get everything up, the sun comes out. But I'm going pretty flat for the first couple of miles, and it's all covered in trees in the shade, so I'm still gonna keep my layers on because she a little brisk one there. But I decided to cook some ramen for lunch so that way I could have something warm, because yeah, it was that cold after the rain. She brought in a breeze. Those layers never stood a chance. I think I made it like 10 minutes. and then had to take them all off. It's just the be bold, start cold is not, it's not my jam. It's not my jam. I wish I could effectively camel up, as they say, but I camel up, and then once I start walking again, I don't get more than 2 miles before I gotta pee. And then I'm just like, what's the point? What is the point? We have made it back to Gooch Gap because your girl needs A, table to eat at, B, somewhere flat to lie down for a little bit, and C, just because why not? I'm so tired. I'm doing some road walking because Sassafras Mountain, I'm good on that. It is the same mileage, just less intense. And I might make it back up to Hawk Mountain Shelter, but once I get to Horse Tower Gap, which is in like a mile and a half or 2, I'll see how I'm feeling. And then I can go to the other gap. And then if I make it to High Tower Gap, then it's just half a mile up to Hawk Mountain. So we shall see what happens. But yeah, I'm down for this like cruise right now. Just because it's a road doesn't mean it's a flat road. It doesn't look like it's going up, but it's going up. And it's also drizzling, trying to rain. So maybe I'll make it somewhere before any possible downpours come. I made it to High Tower Gap. And now it's just half a mile to the Hawk Mountain Shelter. I know I keep adding things on to my day, but this is the last thing I will add. And it's just half a mile. It's just half a mile. Man, I suck at holding this camera and showing my head. Alright, proof. We're back on the AT. Half a mile. Half a mile. I've returned. Oh my god. Yeah, I said half a mile. But I think I failed to mention that it was 350 feet up. But I did it. I made it. I did it in 15 minutes, which after an 18-mile day, I will take. So, give or take some whatever. I gotta do the actual math when I have service because I can't see what the road mileage actually was, but it says it's the same, so it should be 18.2 mile a day. I just finished all my chores and now it's raining. I still have inside chores, but when you hike 18 miles, first priority, food. Well, first priority, setting up your tent. Second priority, food. And then I met some people and talked to them about the AT and the CDT and all the things that are going on. Yeah, so now I gotta set up the inside and I can go to bed. Not what I planned. I do not miss that when one thing is wet, then now all things are wet or damp to like a degree. Like the humidity, it just seeps through it all. You can't avoid it. But That is the AT for you. Just looking at how I gotta configure this tent for when it rains so it's not so close. Okay. Also, it's been 8 minutes since I made the last video and I still haven't inflated anything. Getting dry is a process. I know it's gonna be dark for y'all, but there's no feeling like laying down. Good night.